Sam just stands still for a second, as if remembering how the world used to feel. And then, just like that, he lets go.
Get the memo. A missed zip tie changed the plan, but not the result. Rescued and nursed back to health, these bats take to the night sky once again. It's been wildfires and months of care. But this koala finally climbs home. This one's not thrilled about cameras, but he's free. And after months in a boma learning to hunt, this cheetah finally stepped back into the wild. Her brief pause and glance back felt like a silent thank you to her rescuers.
These parrots were sadly captured by poachers, but thankfully they were rescued.
It took weeks of rehab, but this blue penguin is finally free. In years, these bighorn sheep have been free in Utah's Antelope Island. New bloodlines, new terrain, same wild instincts.
Meet Millie, the alligator who's finally heading home to her natural habitat in the great state of Georgia.
Now, after surgery and rehab, it's flying again near the Mississippi River. One strong flap, and it was like nothing ever happened.
Is a chapter closing.
Natural Park. Too weak to hibernate last fall, they got a second chance this spring.
Cautious to calm.
Can you feel their excitement right now? You feel like they know now that they're...
Oh yeah. That moment where they realized this wasn't a temporary visit. This was freedom.
This predator tried to attack a man out of fear. At first, it didn't realize it had been set free and kept defending itself. But once it understood it could escape, it dashed straight for freedom.
The foot is significantly better.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
And he is ready to be reintroduced to the wild. So, and there's
The gates opened and the forest didn't even blink. It just welcomed them back like nothing changed, but everything did.
Bañeros.
1 million racing pigeons were released in Portugal. 2 orphan cubs, finally free and charging into the wild to
The big flight home. It's such a majestic sight. It's hard to imagine how this bird handled being cooped up during its treatment.
calm during transport, explosive the second the crate opened. Heavy footsteps, slow stare, then full speed into the water. You can tell he's already planning his next trash raid.
"4 years in a tank, and yet she knew exactly what to do. Kay hesitated for just a breath, then became water again. To think we placed them in miserable conditions is gut-wrenching." It barely made a sound, just a ripple, but that quiet glide back into the Mekong.
Imagine how long this little guy had been waiting for this moment.
No hesitation.
This 5-day-old elephant calf got stuck in a drained swamp, but was rescued and reunited with his mother, Zavaya. He was almost... Five gentle giants get their first taste of freedom. Sick for weeks. The first one couldn't wait to go home, but the second one did the sniff and pause test before going full speed ahead. The moment the gates open, the wild instincts take over. Pure, silent power.
After a long journey and flight, the rhinos finally got to stretch their legs on the grasslands of Congo, where they'll now live and help restore.
More like the first scene of a horror movie. The owl pauses, reads the wind, and then gone. Like a shadow.
This caiman was released after being tagged and checked by a vet as part of a population control study. It was clearly ready for this moment. Seconds, these little ones are about to experience their home for the very first time.
Elegant, calm, and free once more, nature's trumpet returns to the lake. This was one of many cheetahs that were rescued from smugglers, and now they're finally running free. This Janet's walking like he... She ran like she knew it.
Relocated from another reserve where overcrowding and drought made survival difficult. But here they've found a place with everything they need for a peaceful, thriving life. $830,000 Chinook salmon smolts were released into the American River to support future spawning runs. These juveniles will migrate to the ocean, then return to this exact spot to spawn. You thought video... You thought video...
The ground didn't just shake from their hooves, it felt like history shaking off the dust.
Who had raised these orphaned joeys and cared for them as if they were their own children.
Hi.
Tails up, heads high, they moved like freedom was a muscle they remembered how to use. Fast, wild, and fully theirs.
This osprey wastes no time heading home.
Pause, breathe, and looked up at the trees that finally worked behind barns.
Very proud moment for us as the South African Predator Association to relocate 5 of our lions that we DNA proud.
Check out these bighorn sheep being released. Some bolt straight for the...
After surviving a cruel trap, this badger's home is freedom.
Watch as these amazing creatures experience freedom for the first time, carefully exploring their natural surroundings, one step at a time.
Following months of rehabilitation, the king penguin.
Months of care led to this 1 second, water meeting feathers again. There was no celebration.
After months of recovery, these pelicans stretch their wings and take off like they never left. Bird just hit cruise control.
They're just looking around going, what the heck? Been a while. What do we do now? Where's our free food?
Horia, Kuzia probably thought they wouldn't meet freedom again, but with every step into the trees, you could feel from cold cages to warm sun and open space, all that and
Hyenas get a bad rap, but you can't deny seeing this one regain its freedom is pretty wholesome.
Greater kudus are finally free, leaving all their troubles behind. Many volunteers admit these moments move even the toughest among them, and it's easy to see why.
that gate opened and chaos came with it. Joyful strife chaos.
After 4 months of rehab, this orphan cub was released back into the wild near Orange County. She and her sister were rescued after scientist Tammy Albrunt releases young male platypus after collecting health and tracking data.
This can have light and dark fur. The main difference is size. Adult male grizzlies can weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds and stand roughly 7 feet tall.
Terrible condition in Margate, UK. She was taken to a rehabilitation center, and these images capture the heartwarming moment she was released back into the sea. Watch as Dolly swims toward freedom, leaving her tough past behind.
to release the wolf, only for it to run away with a stick. Don't worry, he got out of it.
Dolly the seal couldn't believe it at first when she pushed the cage door open and found it unlocked. Without a second thought, she hurried back to her natural habitat.
Endangered species. But today, this one takes to the skies for a second chance at wild freedom. Small, armored, and surprisingly quick, this armadillo paused for a second, then scurried straight into the brush.
Let's head to Arizona, where the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service returned a pair of Mexican wolves to their natural habitat. They were rescued by volunteers a few months ago in poor condition. Watch these proud predators enjoy their newfound freedom.
But his wild instincts never left him. They were just waiting for a chance to matter again.
You don't need to speak cow to know what they're saying. That run, that little leap. The flippers hit the waves, and that's all it took. One powerful swim, and she vanished like she'd been...
Bird Rehab is having its first flamingo release of 2019.
Into a box with a tasty steak dinner.
The Sassoon Marsh field days for the kids. We're going to release these ducks. We've saved these ducks from being killed in the farm fields.
Stunning Vermilion Cliffs in Arizona. Watch as this majestic bird spreads its powerful wings, getting ready to take flight.
For the safety of the owl and the safety of the planes at the airport. We're down here at Duxbury Beach letting the birds go down here.
A snowy owl, relocated from an airport for its safety. Even after recovering from an injury, this fox finally gets to vanish back into the forest.
He didn't need encouragement, just the right rhythm. Now he floats like he's been waiting years to remember it.
Just a little guy now, but one day, top of the food chain.
Into the open sea. At first, it checks out the boat, almost like it doesn't want to leave. But soon enough, the little seal remembers this is its home and happily starts riding the waves.
These twin black bear cubs spent the winter in rehab after losing their mother. Now, they're back in the Montana wild, stronger and ready to go.
Whoa! Here goes the door.
A pair of beavers, a mom and her baby, were moved from a village to a spring in Wyoming. They didn't
The female rhino stopped dead in her tracks.
This next release.
What are we doing?
scavengers, but vital ones. This one's back on the job. A peregrine falcon is back in the wild skies it owns.
A little wobble, a hesitant step, and then, just like that,
Wheat Pigeon and Amber, 2 sea lions finally set free in the ocean after being rescued. After everything they've been through, they're finally back where they belong, enjoying their freedom.
He growled, hissed, and generally acted like freedom was a personal insult. Classic honey badger behavior. You don't.
Aren't used to being treated well by humans, but these lucky animals crossed paths with kind people who healed them and released them back into the wild, giving them a second chance at life.
Go, little guy. Go, baby. Aww.
After a year in captivity to get healthy, this girl gained twice her body weight and slithered back into her habitat without a hitch.
The crocodiles didn't realise during their journey that the reptile centre had made them an amazing gift by sending them to a huge reserve.
After a long journey, these elephants have finally found their freedom. For the first time in their lives, they get to call the shots and decide how to spend their day.
Flash. For the first time in over 400 years, a beaver is back in Plymouth. This 20-kilogram male was relocated from Scotland and released into a specially built urban rewilding.
Were born in captivity, they didn't hesitate for a moment when the doors to freedom opened.
The fastest bird on Earth is back where it belongs. An ocelot gets its first day of freedom, and it decides to study the Yelp reviews of this forest.
This king cobra that was saved from a grim fate by a group of volunteers.
You really want to?
Aggressive, hissing, and totally done with humans, this raccoon made letting go a full-body workout.
Watch yourself, Joe. Hang on to the text over there. Get out of there. Goodbye.
As always, they're usually a little... There we go. All right, watch him go off. Yep.
Like...
Some beaches in Massachusetts have special teams dedicated to this very task. A huge shout out to them for their incredible work.
Authorities in India released 196 deer into a local sanctuary with the aim of rebuilding the population. Judging by how eagerly the animals rushed, it's clear they were.
This bear doesn't need much, just grass underfoot, sky overhead, and finally, space to be saw.
Coiled, eyes sharp. This lion's been waiting 4 months for this exact moment. From holding pens to open range, this is what these guys really live for.
Edges of a cage that's no longer there. But her body remembers what her heart's still healing from.
Another group of flamingos heading back home. Freedom never looked so coordinated.
Here we go. There he goes. Needs to go to the creek behind.
National Park. Strength. Now they're back in the ocean. No training wheels needed. Prove that even they get zoomies. Twitching, eyes locked. Freedom smells different for this lynx.
And she nearly died, but our place was better. She came back from the dead almost. I mean, I saw her looking almost dead.
She didn't rush into the trees. She paused and hugged.
No, she didn't.
The forest welcomed her back, and the rangers knew when to...
Each of those tanks is on a truck, and then when they get to the Amur River location, then that tank is lifted up and put on a barge, and then they go.
Check out this whale shark, rescued and finally returning to the ocean. A group of 165 red deer were moved to a new region to be released.